What if I told you that outworking everyone isn't about grinding 24/7 or sacrificing everything you love? It's not about burning out or stopping having fun. Instead, it's about mastering your time, energy, and focus in a way that guarantees consistent long-term success. I mean, have you ever watched someone rise to success and wondered, how did they do it? Maybe you thought they had better resources, natural talent, or just luck on their side. But the truth is, most successful people don't rely solely on those things. They have a system, a way to outwork everyone without running themselves into the ground. Our problem is that most of us fall into one of two traps. One, we overwork inefficiently. We're busy, but we're not productive. We chase every task and we don't prioritize what really matters. Or two, we lack consistency. We start with energy and excitement, but we fizzle out when results don't happen quickly enough. These traps lead to burnout, frustration, and a cycle of starting over and over again and again. Think about how much time you've wasted on distractions such as Instagram, busy work, or half-hearted attempts at change. Think about the frustration of setting big goals and never quite hitting them. What does that do to your confidence? How often have you told yourself, next time I'll get it right, only to repeat the same patterns? You're literally lying to yourself. Success doesn't wait for you to figure it out. Look, I've been there too. Every Sunday night I promised myself, next week I'll get serious. Monday would start strong, maybe a new morning routine or a to-do list packed with ambitious goals. By Wednesday, distractions crept in, scrolling for just a minute, answering unimportant messages, doing busy work that felt productive but changed nothing. Weeks turned into months. My goals still out of reach, my confidence fading. I told myself I was trying, but I was really just lying to myself. I was on my phone. I happened to catch a reflection of myself in my phone, and I realized, is this who I really want to be? That moment hit hard. I wasn't just losing time, I was losing trust in myself. I was losing my future, my goals. And that's when everything changed. I stopped waiting for motivation, because motivation, it comes and goes. It's not reliable, and I started to build discipline. I set real boundaries with distractions. I prioritized action over planning. I made showing up every day non-negotiable. The hardest part? Admitting that I was the problem, but it also makes me excited because it meant that I was the solution. And once I took responsibility, everything started to shift. Now it's time to shift you now. Outworking everyone isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter, staying consistent, and optimizing your energy. I've listed what helped me to outwork everyone. Just watch to the end of the video. Step 1, set clear goals. Clarity is power. When you don't know what you want, your efforts scatter. Now there was a time in my life when I juggled 3 big goals at once. Fitness, business growth, and learning a new skill. And guess what? I didn't accomplish any of them because I focused on too much all at once. And I didn't define what success looked like. So what you need to do is write down exactly what you want. Don't just say, I want to get in shape. Say, I want to run a 5K in under 30 minutes within 3 months. I'm going to train 4 times a week and I'm going to prepare my own meals. Now let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Instead of focusing on the overwhelming 26.2 miles, break it down. 1, set a baseline. Start by running a short distance to see where you're at, even if it's just half a mile. 2, create a plan. Build a weekly schedule and add a little more distance each time. 3, stay consistent. Stick to your routine, even on hard days, even when you just do half the usual. It's about showing up, not perfection. And number 4, hit mini goals. Sign up for smaller races like a 5K or a 10K to build up confidence. And number 5, celebrate progress. You got to acknowledge each small win to stay motivated. Eventually, those small steps will lead you to the finish line. It's not about doing it all at once. It's about focusing on the next step. Now moving on to step 2, mastering discipline. Discipline is showing up even when motivation fades. There were countless mornings I didn't feel like getting up out of bed early to hit the gym or work on my side hustle. But today I have a very simple rule. Show up no matter what. That doesn't mean I went to the gym, also I got sick. You know what I mean. Creating a daily routine is the foundation of consistency and productivity. Start by incorporating habits that set a positive tone for your day, like morning exercises, a few minutes of meditation, or reading a book. Now I've linked a few of my favorite books down below. These activities ground you and give your day structure, helping you stay focused and intentional. And over time, these small habits compound, making it easier to stay on track with your bigger goals. Success is persistence. Even on the days when you're tired, unmotivated, or feel like giving up, just do one thing for your goal, even if it's little. It doesn't have to be your best effort. What matters is that you're keeping the momentum alive. Progress is built one small action at a time, and those tiny steps lead to big results. Remember, consistency beats intensity every time. Now, step 3 is you gotta leverage time effectively. Time is your most valuable resource. I used to waste hours scrolling through social media thinking it's just 5 minutes, but those minutes add up. Once I started tracking my time, I realized how much time I wasted looking at Asian guys building a bamboo pool in the jungle. Don't ask. It's scary because how many people have 4 hours of screen time a day? Because many people actually have up to 4 hours or more of screen time a day. That's 60 full days in a year. Imagine what you could do with an extra 60 days. Or 1,460 hours. If you do it like that, in 10 years, you've watched 600 full days. That's nearly 2 years of your life wasted for reels. Set boundaries with your phone, notifications, and even people who drain your energy. I used dedicated specific hours to tasks and protect that time fiercely. Like I will work on the next 2 hours for my project, I will leave my phone in another room and cancel every noise and put on some chill music and I'm just gonna work. I have no distractions. And step 4 is you prioritize high-value tasks. I used to believe that productivity meant getting as much done as possible. I'd fill my days with endless to-do lists. And I'd check off task after task and still feel stuck. It was awful. And then I read a book about the 80-20 rule, which is the idea that 20% of your tasks create 80% of your results. So, focus on the 20%. That changed everything. Instead of doing more, I started doing what actually mattered. Before tackling a task, I'd ask myself, will this bring me closer to my goal? If the answer was no, I was just doing busy work. Now the real breakthrough? Learning to say no. Not every opportunity is worth your time. Protect your focus, cut out distractions, and commit to the work that truly moves the needle. Less noise, more impact. Now we're at step 5. Commit to relentless learning. When I hit a plateau in my career, I realized I wasn't growing because I wasn't learning. So I started reading books, taking courses, and finding mentors. The results were almost immediate. You got to invest in yourself. Spend time every day improving a skill or learning something new. And stay curious. Ask questions, try new approaches, and never settle for what you already know. Now step 6. 1 year I pushed myself to the limit. I did late nights, I ate terrible, and I had zero rest. I was burnt out and really unproductive. I thought I was grinding, but in reality, I was running on empty. Burnout hit me hard, and despite all the hours I put in, my productivity plummeted, it tanked. Today, I know high performance isn't about working yourself to exhaustion. It's about making sure you have the energy to sustain success. You gotta prioritize your health. You gotta make exercise, proper nutrition, and sleep non-negotiable. And never tell yourself that I am caring too much about this. You need to care. I made a whole video about it. Trust me, it is gold. And also, you gotta manage stress. Techniques like mindfulness, journaling, or just stepping away for a walk can recharge your mental battery. Step 7, you gotta surround yourself with the right people. When I started hanging out with like-minded individuals, people who were driven and goal-oriented, I leveled up. Their energy inspired me to push harder. We celebrate goals together and push each other as well as we can. And I found mentors. I learned from those who already succeeded at what I wanted to do. Their guidance saved me, and the mentor you find, their guidance can save you years of trial and error. And also, build your tribe. Surround yourself with people who encourage and challenge you to be better. If you find someone with the same goal as you, that can make the whole path way easier for both of you. Now, step 8, combine strategy with effort. I once poured weeks of effort into a project and I grinded day and night, only to realize I was moving in the wrong direction. It wasn't a lack of effort, it was a lack of strategy. That's when I changed my approach. Now, I plan before I execute. and I ask myself, is this the smartest way to get results? If not, I'm going to adjust. It will be worth more to spend 1 hour planning the task than hours doing it a dumb way. You gotta work smarter. Review your strategies regularly to ensure they're effective. And use technology. Tools like automation, apps, and software can save you time and effort. Step 9. Build resilience. I used to take every setback personally. Like really personally. Failed projects, missed opportunities, plans that didn't work out. It felt like proof that I wasn't good enough. I failed. I'm not good enough. Now, I see challenges as lessons. Every failure is feedback. It shows me what to adjust, what to improve, and where to grow. The real difference between winners and quitters is persistence. The ones who succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep going no matter what. You got to embrace failure. Every setback is a chance to learn and grow. You got to keep going. The difference between winners and quitters is persistence. Now finally, step 10. One of the biggest lessons I learned was the importance of reflection. After a tough year ways back, I took a step back to analyze what worked and what didn't. That clarity helped me refocus and find out what needs to change and move forward. And also what needs to be celebrated. So you gotta reflect regularly. Ask yourself, what's working? What's not? Adjust your approach as needed. And also avoid burnout. You gotta listen to your body and mind. Rest is a key part of success. So, what's stopping you from starting today? Choose one habit, one goal, or one strategy from this list and commit to it for the next 30 days. Now check out this video to set your goals.